Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Average Guys Podcast, man, featuring average guys like me and you, trying to make better lives for ourselves and for the people we love. And, of course, to the ladies that support us, man, we surely appreciate y'all, man. I got a few things to talk to y'all about today, man. We're going to discuss, first and foremost, some of the things I failed to mention on the last episode. So if you watched my last episode, I touched on investing a little bit for you guys. I'm going to go a little bit further in depth with some of that stuff today, give y'all a few more details regarding some of that. I'm going to talk to y'all about some of the things I got coming on down the pipeline, man. Some pretty cool stuff I'm trying out, man. We want to see, pretty much I'm involved in what pretty much amounts to a popularity contest, man. But I'd appreciate y'all's support, so I'm going to let y'all know about that. And talking about the future of our economy, man, and kind of things that we got going on and stuff I see happening and kind of my take on it, man. And I'm no economic strategist. I'm no major investor. I invest my own personal money for myself and for my family. And so I'm going to kind of let y'all know some of the things that I think is coming on down the pipeline, some of the techniques and strategies that I've heard about people trying to implement and why I think they're either going to work or not going to work. I'm going to let y'all know about some of that. So, yeah, man, y'all stay tuned. All right, man. Look, so let's get off into it, man. But first, I want to thank my 27 subscribers. I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, we got an extra one since the last video. And look, one thing I would like to ask y'all at this time is hit that like button, man. Make sure you do that. Especially when you're getting content like this, man. It takes a lot to put this out. I'd like to get it to reach more of a broader audience so that, more people can get involved in understanding this is something that we need, man. This is something that Americans need that we don't often get for free. So I appreciate y'all, man. But smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now let's get off into it, man. So I took some notes this morning. Pretty much every morning, every day when I'm driving, I spend some time, I do my research, and if I get off work and I got time, I'll sit down and write it down. And some of the stuff I found, y'all might find interesting. So let's get off into it. Look, lots of realtors are attempting to sell people on buying real estate right now, utilizing FOMO. That's the fear of missing out. Y'all know your acronyms. Y'all know what's up. The housing market will continue to decline, leaving those that bought too early upside down for the first few years of ownership. Layoffs do matter, guys. I mean, there's a lot of layoffs going on, and I know y'all know about that. The Austin, Texas housing market, and that's right outside where I live, is down 20%. Earnings are down. CarMax, get this. CarMax is reporting a 21% reduction in used car sales, 41% decline in wholesale sales, and get this, a 56% decline in net earnings. That's crazy. 50% of their net, that's profit. 50% down. That's insane. As a result, they're tightening their lending standards, and that's what they call the credit crunch. So basically, because of everything going on with the federal government and so on and so forth, what they're doing is they're making it more difficult for subprime individuals to gain access to credit or financing. You understand what I'm saying? So in other words, they're not going to dish out loans all willy-nilly. They're trying to bring their subprime lending down from 10% to 5%. So that means whatever was considered subprime is going to be cut in half at this time as far as lending is concerned. And that's however they define subprime. I'm not going to get off into that. But just know that they're going to get tighter. It's going to be harder for people to get loans. All right, another point. The banks had a record first quarter earnings in the middle of a banking crisis. That's crazy. The Fed rate hikes caused the banks to increase interest rates on loans by about 2.5%. But due to greed, the banks did not increase the interest rate on deposits. So in other words, the money that you put in, you're not getting the same interest rate. You're not getting an inflated interest rate or a raised interest rate on the money that you got sitting in the bank. And right now, I think in the savings account, the average is about 1.8%, right? So keep that number in mind, 1.8%, right? All right. My suggestion will go against the popular narrative. Saving money in dollars isn't wise at this time. So I got a lot of people saying, well, I'm gonna save money, I'm gonna just put my money to the side. I'm gonna save actual dollars. Well, why would you do that when you can go ahead and get a certificate of deposit for 5.2%? Why would you do that when the U.S. Treasury is giving out U.S. Treasury notes for 5%? Mutual funds, they gain between 10 and 12% annually. The S&P 500 does about 9% annually. You can go with stocks, individual stocks. Right now, Amazon is selling at 30% off year to date, 30% below year to date. You could go with that. They're going to return. You think Amazon's going anywhere? US dollar might tank, but do you think that company's going to tank with it? Absolutely not. You can go ahead and buy gold. Gold appreciates at about 4% annually. Right now, gold did just have a little bit of a increase in value due to all this stuff going on with the brick system. And if you're not familiar with that, watch my last video. With all the brick stuff going on, this new CBDC currency they're about to push out, yeah, gold's going up in value. So why would you hold dollars? Okay, one reason you might hold dollars is because the U.S. housing market is supposed to tank, right? That's what everybody keeps saying. But hold on, I found out this morning that it wasn't this morning. I was reminded this morning that if you have a 30-year loan and you find yourself not able at this time to pay your mortgage, do you know that they're offering people in that situation the ability to extend the loan to 40 years? What does that mean? That means people are not going to default, at least not immediately, at least not right now at this moment. And what are we doing? We're holding on to that cash. We're holding on to that cash. But if the federal government, if everything's successful and the federal government goes ahead and reverses that interest rate and the interest rates start coming down, what does that mean? People are going to start buying stuff again, which means profit is going to go back up because demand went up. Profit going up means the stock market is going to rise, people. So when the federal government starts to, well, if they stop increasing interest rates, market's going to go up. If they reverse, market's going to go up, inflation is going to continue. But if that happens simultaneously with the housing market not plummeting, like everyone suspects it does, then what happens to your dollar? Your dollar gets devalued as the stock market and all other inflation vehicles. As those vehicles go up in value, your dollar gets less in value. Your dollar goes down. Gold's going up, stock market's going up, everything's going up. And if houses don't come down, well then you held all that money for absolutely no reason. Also, I've got a lot of people that are in the business of I'm gonna hold on to as much money as I can. I'm gonna save money for the impending doom, right? For the fall of the U.S. economy, right? And a lot of these same people believe in that brick system is gonna cause the value of the dollar to go down. When the other countries decide to stop using the U.S. dollar, the value of the dollar is gonna decrease because nobody wants it anymore. Yeah. So if that happens, wouldn't it be counterintuitive to hoard all of something that you know people are not going to want? Exactly. Which is why I am recommending, this isn't professional legal advice, however, this is what I'm doing, buy things that are going to either maintain value, hard assets, like semi-trucks, if you're in the trucking industry, or anything you might need for your business, whatever the case may be, or someone else's business, i.e. the stock market. Invest, people. See, what they do is they'll fear you. They'll scare you guys. They try to, it's a common tactic that we know is utilized by the powers that be. They'll scare you, have you thinking the world's gonna end, you start doing weird shit. Guys, one thing we know is that the stock market always goes up. We know this. We know it always recovers. I don't think this time's gonna be any different. Not at all. And I've got a lot of people that believe that same thing. But then I've got a lot of people, usually I'm not gonna, I don't like to categorize people, but they all fit a particular demographic. People that believe that the world's gonna end, they typically fall under a specific category of people that believe a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily believe. You understand where I'm coming from? No. What you have to do is you got to figure out how the system works, and you have to work within it. Okay? So I've said that. Let's get off into something else. Look, some of the things I forgot to mention on the last episode that I did want to run by y'all, right? First and foremost, I forgot to talk about the UTMA. That's the Unified Transfers to Minors Act. What that is basically a brokerage account that you can start for anyone that is under your guardianship. You can start an account, a brokerage account, in other words, a stock market portfolio for anyone under your guidance, anyone that you are a guardian to. That means for your children. As soon as they're born, they get a social security number, you can start investing for them then. How often have we had people tell us, if you started investing when you were 18 years old, by the time you're 35, you'll be a millionaire. Okay, I'm fucking, no, it's not gonna be that quick, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of people say, well, if you started investing at the age of 18 and just, what, $50, $500, whatever that number is per month, if you did that for your entire life, 30 years while you were working, and then by the time you were, or 40 years or whatever, by the time you reach 59 and a half, you'll be, what, $2-3 million up? Okay, what if you started when your kids were just learning how to walk? And that's what I'm doing. I give each of my children $100 a month. we gonna see how deep the rabbit hole goes. This is being real. The UTMA. This thing is very useful. Now, it doesn't get any tax benefits, so when the kid pulls out later on in life, it will be taxed at the standard rate. You will be taxed upon contribution as well. So when you put that money in, no tax deduction. And on, like I said, on the pullout, no tax exemption. However, if your child does decide to go to college, you can transfer it before, get this nice, before your child applies to college. You can transfer it over to what I believe is called a 529. Then the child, for any monies that are used toward college, you are tax exempt. So you always have that option. But I don't know if the 529 can be transferred over to the UTMA. I'm not sure. That's why I hold a UTMA, because I want the flexibility. If my kids don't want to go to college, fine. We'll pull that money out. We'll get taxed. We'll go off and buy whatever we need to keep whatever business that we're all running together. Whatever we're involved in at the time, we'll pull that money out. We'll use it then. Each one of my kids has this account, guys. That's something I failed to mention in the last episode, so I wanted to bring that up today. Let's see. Oh, IRA. I talked about an IRA in my last account, particularly a Roth. The Roth IRA, the difference between the traditional IRA and the Roth IRA is taxed prior to the growth. The reason you want to be taxed prior to the growth is because if you're expecting big returns, well, I'd rather get taxed on my entry, on my contribution, right? Like I said last video, if $2,000 becomes $20,000, do I want to get taxed on the $18,000 of growth, or do I want to get taxed on the $2,000 prior to the growth? I'm gonna get taxed on the $2,000, and I'm gonna take that little percentage out of that, and all that growth is gonna be tax free. Okay, so that's what Roth means and traditional means, is taxed after the growth. I don't want no parts of that, because we looking at making millions. You know what I'm saying? So nah. Now, something interesting about the Roth IRA as it pertains to, and this goes back to what I was talking about before, as it pertains to the housing market. Guess what you can use your Roth IRA for? $10,000 of your Roth IRA can be used as a down payment. You can withdraw it penalty free. Withdraw penalty free from the Roth IRA for a first-time homeowner. A first-time homeowner is defined as any person who hasn't owned a home in the past 2 years. So even if you had a home, it's been 2 years since you had it, apparently you're a first-time homeowner again. You can get the first-time homeowner benefits. And again, with the Roth IRA, and the reason I tell people to go ahead and start investing like this, right? You go ahead and start contributing to that IRA. If the housing market crashes, you got $10,000 waiting right there for you to become a first-time homeowner. All you have to do is add to that. You'll need probably around $20,000. Okay, you're gonna be able to add to that. But what I don't want people to miss out on is all of the growth that will be happening to anyone's dollar that is invested. Anyone's dollar that is invested at this time is going to grow. If you're holding cash, it will not grow. We all suspect the value of the dollar to continue to decrease. That is by definition what inflation is. The federal government is trying their ass off right now to stifle inflation and bring that number down. But year over year, we're still at 6%, if I'm not mistaken. And what they're shooting for is 2% inflation per year. We're still at 6%. They believe they may still have work to do. I don't know. I'm not going to get off into what the federal government's going to do. I don't care. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep on buying stuff that goes up in value. I don't see the value of having a whole lot of, I don't see, just like the traditional advice that people give you when you're going to invest. I don't see the value of holding anything more than 3 to 6 months of expenses. If you want to go real long, a year. But if you out of work for a year, you didn't have a skill to, you didn't have anything to contribute to the society to begin with, quite frankly. I mean, damn, you can't find another job. So 3 to 6 months expenses, that's all you need stored up. What's that for most people? $15,000? Come on now. 5 bands can't get you through 3 months. Come on now. Save that to the side in cash. That way, if you have an emergency, you're fine. You don't have to pull from your investments. But anything above that, if you're holding it in cash, you are losing money. And it's always been true. It was true during a 2% inflationary environment. It was true back when. But y'all want to do that now? During a 6% inflationary environment? Hoping for some deal to come through. Well, let me tell y'all something. Whatever deals to be had, Berkshire Hathaway shook hands with, I don't know if y'all know who Berkshire Hathaway, that's Warren Buffett's company. They shook hands with, don't let me lie to you, it's one of the major banks. They shook hands on like a $1 billion real estate deal. Y'all gonna be competing with that. You better have had some growth in your money over the next couple of years. By the way, this housing market crash that the government is trying to postpone pretty much, or at least, so here's what I think is going on. Instead of everything falling all at once rapidly and causing the economy to tank entirely, I think what the government's wanting to do is have a slow, steady trickle down. You understand? So from what I'm hearing from the guys that I listen to, the housing market is going to be falling, and honestly, based on the charts that I've seen, it's going to be a 3 to 5 year downtrend in the housing market, a steady decrease. If you bought a house in 2022, I said it before and I said it on one of my last podcasts. If you bought a house in 2022, you've lost a little bit of value, and apparently that's going to continue to happen. Like I said earlier, the value of real estate, you're not gonna have growth on your investment in your real estate for the next, what, like I said, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. What does that mean for guys like us? There's a lot of time to save money or invest money, depending on, well, whether you're me or whether you're somebody else. And again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep on dropping money into that IRA. If I don't utilize it for a home, fine. If I don't get the opportunity, fine, but at least it's gonna grow with everybody else's money. It's not gonna just sit. I had an individual, they said they're gonna put all their money just in a safe. They don't believe in investing. They don't believe in investing. So many of us fit into these categories. And I was saying on Facebook today, I asked a question, a very simple question. And I got three immediate responses, right? The question was, does anybody have any basic knowledge on life insurance? Do you hold life insurance? Or do you have any basic knowledge of investing? And I got 3 immediate answers. Some of them, one in particular that stood out was a guy that I knew from high school. And he says, it's amazing to me how little people actually know. He said scary. And truth be told, it is. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Y'all ain't going to like it. It is what it is. If you don't like it, well, you need to be getting on ball. It ain't none of my 27 subscribers. No, it ain't them. Because if they're listening to what I'm saying, then they're implementing these strategies. You see what I'm saying? So the reason it's going to get so bad for the people that don't, again, you don't invest, every dollar you make decreases in value. That means it's going to be harder for you to purchase things in the future. Bottom line. That's the end all be all. And if your value, let's just say a human's net worth is their value, economically speaking, okay? If your net worth continues to go down because you're holding it all in cash, in dollars, but mine keeps going up because I'm holding it in stocks, bonds, gold, trucks, whatever I put my money in, but you're not putting your money to work, you're getting closer and closer and closer to that poverty line. The price of eggs and shit went up, and I swear I didn't even notice, because I've been doing what it takes to not notice. And that is not bragging. I'm not gloating about it. It just is what it is. Because I put my money to work for me, over time, the economy pays me back. With inflation, the value of a truck driver went up as well. Fortunately for me, I'm able to continue running because trucking is necessary, and I invested in a necessary system in the United States. I promise y'all, if y'all start doing what I'm doing, you're going to get paid back by our country as well. See, despite what all the fear-mongering, despite what all these folks going to tell you on TV, vote here, vote there, do this, do that, fear this, fear that, America will pay you back if you pay into it. Bottom line, there is no argument to be had there. Sure, there's racism pockets here. Sure, there's hatred there. Sure, there's discrimination here, and from time to time it happens. But America will pay you back if you pay into it. And that's what a lot of people aren't willing to do. It's pure ignorance, and it's ridiculous. And the scary part about it is, once those people wind up in poverty, more riots in the streets, more systematic oppression talk, more anger for being marginalized. But the real question is, did someone systematically marginalize you? Like from the time I was born in 1989. So let's just say right there in 1990. So let's just say from the 90s forward. Can you really, after the advent of the computer, can you really say that you're not privy to the information that will carry you forward? Can you really say someone's holding you back besides you? I keep telling folks this. That's what my podcast is all about. Y'all keep that up, you're going to wind up falling. You're going to fall short. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I should do about it. See, meanwhile, you spent your time out there playing around, going to the club on the weekend, buying the shoes, buying the car, buying the this, that, buying whatever. You're buying everything that's gonna go down in value. Either that or it's a straight up consumable. You're buying shit that, well, you use it one time and it's done. Like going to the club at night, going to the bar, buying alcohol, this, that, and the third. See, I abstain from that. I abstain from pleasure now so that I can have what I want later. It's called pleasure denial. It's called delayed gratification. A lot of y'all don't know about that though. All of y'all know is, what was it? It was YOLO for the long. YOLO! Yeah. It's how a lot of y'all live. And how old are you? Y'all grew up with me. Some of y'all. Not nobody that subscribed to my channel, by the way. Some of y'all, 30-something years old. Come on now. Anyway, so my advice to you right now, continue doing what Americans do. Continue doing what we're supposed to do. What ideally Americans. Keep living the actual American dream. And that don't mean going out there and play. Invest in something that's going up in value, or your ass gonna get left behind. Let me see if I got anything else to run by y'all before I get off this damn channel today, man. Oh, I did mention I had something to tell y'all. Your boys, I'm trying to get into, they've got a special contest going on with Muscle and Fitness, a magazine I used to read way back when. Your boy has been working out. So I'm trying to see if I can be Mr. Muscle and Fitness. So I need y'all's vote, man. I would appreciate it. The voting starts May 1st. I've done a lot to get myself in shape. And they're going to give me 2 pages of parallel. Whoever wins, they're going to give the winner 2 pages to kind of, go on about how they got themselves in shape, why they went through the journey, so on and so forth. I'd really like to tell y'all my story, and tell people my story nationwide, as I do tell y'all on Average Guys Podcast. I got myself in shape. Y'all know what time it is. Herbs, dieting, exercise, all the stuff y'all understand and y'all believe. Some of you guys, look, it's total bullshit. I've got a video about keto. Start by cutting carbs, reducing it to the point that your body starts to feel healthy again, starts to regulate some of those inflammatory diseases. I was able to cure my asthma using the keto diet, decreasing carbohydrates. Who knew? I've been puffing albuterol every day of my life. I can get out there and run a mile right now. Don't even have to worry about it. Y'all remember, a lot of people, maybe people that follow my channel, remember me from high school. Man, I'd have to take the inhaler before I got on the football field every damn day. No more. I'd like to share that story, man. So anyway, I'd appreciate y'all's support, man. May 1st, the voting starts. I think you can register now. I'm not sure. I had somebody say that they registered to vote or whatever. So I would sure enough appreciate it, man. And look, again, like, subscribe, and share. And whatever y'all want to hear. Listen, if y'all got any questions for me, this is what it's all about. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Leave me a comment. Specifics. Dude, I'll go into detail with you guys. I'll let y'all know. Because what we're here to do is to help. On that note, I told y'all my wife, the reason she went off and got certification. She got certified, licensed. She got licensed to sell life insurance, guys. She's working right now on her certifications to become a mutual fund provider. In other words, she can link y'all, she can set y'all up with the types of investment vehicles that people utilize to get rich. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't even own a mutual fund yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start that because I've already got my IRA. We're good on that front. I invest in trucking. We're good on that front. I'm trying to put my eggs in as many baskets as possible so that I can have a retirement. I don't want to be a burden on society or my children. Worse than anything, my kids. Why should they have to care for me? And so many of us find ourselves in that situation right now. So many of us find ourselves in a situation where you got elderly parents, and what are they gonna do with themselves? Now that's not my case, but I know a lot of people where that fits. Now, if you don't want to be that same burden on your children, matter of fact, why be a burden to your kids at all? I told y'all about the UTMA. Why be a burden on your children at all? Why not you leave them something? Why not be how many of y'all call it a blessing? Y'all gonna keep on doing what you've been doing, or you gonna take care of business? That's what I call for on this channel. That's what it's all about. Do that. I'm gonna leave there's the link right there. Get involved. Not only will she set you up with life insurance, the ability to, not only can she set you up with the policy, she can link you up with the mutual funds. Not only that, you can sell it yourself. A lot of y'all want to work from home. Now is your opportunity. We are trying to develop a team. And a lot of y'all, hey, you can wait till it's too late if you want to. Right now, health insurance, investing advice, these are untapped industries. I expect to take full advantage of it. If y'all want to join the team, link right here. We're about to skedaddle. I'm going to put it to you like this. I didn't know how much money you can make in damn selling insurance. I know several people doing it right now. You mad if you think I'm not going to take full advantage of it, baby. Got a trucking company on top of that? Oh, I'm going into the stratosphere. Again, are y'all coming with me? Or y'all going to keep on doing the same old same? That ain't working for you. And that's on you. That's your prerogative. But over here, we making bread. So y'all give us a call, man. Primerica, that's the institution that we're working with and we're partnered with. So, you know, hey, y'all give us a shout. We'll put you in. We'll get you started. In the future, we plan on doing live events, preaching this message. We're gonna start obviously locally. We're gonna start in Austin. Yeah, we're planning on giving live events, taking care of this, because I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, YouTube is flooded. Podcast. People getting podcast out. Live events are gonna take precedence. See, podcasts can be done for free. Live events require that right there. What am I gonna do? Again, I'm gonna invest. You join the team, we're gonna take care of you as well. Anyway, man, look, I gotta go. I'll check y'all out next time, man. I've given you plenty of information. You got any comments, drop them in the bottom. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate y'all, man, and we gonna catch y'all next time, man. Y'all be easy.